How is everybody doing? My name is Echo, and in today's video, we are reviewing the Supercars add-on created by Octavon. The add-on is priced at 660 Minecraft coins. That's £3.29. This add-on is $4. The community likes this one, giving it a 4.7 star out of 5. With 612 ratings so far, 87% have been a 5-star. This add-on comes with a total of 12 supercars, including the Cybertruck, which are all customizable and multiplayer friendly. This add-on is 10 MB in file size. Let me teach you the basics behind this add-on. It is going to work in your new and pre-existing worlds. Once installed, you will be given the Supercars instructions manual because we have to make ourselves the vehicle. Now, this has to be placed on the ground, and it works a little bit different compared to what we've seen before. So if you go ahead and just tap on this, it's going to take you to the next page. You tap again, next page, etc. However, if you crouch and right-click on this, it will actually pick up the book once again. But if you place this back down, it will remain on the same page. If you've checked out any add-ons before, it's usually a book. You have to scroll through it, and it's super annoying. Now, if you want to go back, just attack. That's all you need to do. But let me teach you how to make a vehicle. There are 5 components you need to make yourself a vehicle. We have the sheeted metal, the chassis, car engine, car wheel, and rubber. Now, what I enjoyed about this is you have to start with this in order to make the next parts. So in order to make the sheeted metals, you are going to need 2 coal, a blast furnace, 3 iron ingots, and a piston. Just open up this, tap on this, and you'll be given 3 at a time. Now, in doing so, we can now make the next parts. This is the chassis. So in order to do this, you are going to need the sheeted metal, you're going to need more iron, and you're going to need some iron bars. So we're just going to grab all of these, open up this, and now we can make this. Next on our list, we need to make ourselves the engine. So we are going to need a little bit more metal. Once you have the needed ingredients, open up a crafting table and you can make yourself an engine. Next, it's time to make ourselves some tires. We need a bucket, we need an oak log, and we need a wooden axe. So grab all of these, open up this, and you will be given 4 at a time. But with this, you are still going to need some metal. So make sure you have plenty of the sheeted metal. You only get 2 at a time, but don't worry. Strangely enough, in the official recipe for making a vehicle, you only need 2 wheels. Before we construct our supercar, we need to pick a color that we want the car to be in. This can be done using a bucket and any kind of dyes. So I like red, for example, but it doesn't really matter which one you make. So we'll make a couple of these, open up this, and you'll see here, you're able to make blue, you're able to make green, you're able to make red, you're able to make yellow. And again, it does say the list over here is black, blue, copper, green, purple, red, silver, or yellow. Time to decide what vehicle we want to craft. Now, there's one more recipe needed. All of the vehicles use this recipe right here. Other than the middle item will change. Now, if we go to the next page here, you'll see here, this one requires redstone dust. And they've done the names different to avoid any form of copyright. It's a Bugatto and not a Bugatti. So this one requires diamond. Next one is gold. The Ferraris here are meant to be blaze and then blaze powder. So what's this one? Lambo instead of Lamborghini. They did a really good job with the designs, and you'll notice on the pages it shows you the speed, drifting, and sturdiness. But let's go back to the start because we'll start with the basics. We're gonna make this one, which is an Astor Speedster. Here are the needed items. So we'll grab all of these. And then we'll grab ourselves, we'll start with this one here. Open up this and you'll be able to make yourself the blueprints. Now, once you have the blueprints, you're then able to make yourself the vehicle. The vehicle design is really, really simple. It's exactly like this. You're going to need the underneath, the engine, the 2 tires, more metal. You're going to need the blueprints and whatever color you wish. So I'm going to go with like a yellow one here. So we'll go with this one. We'll make it yellow. According to the book here, this one has pretty decent drift, but it does not have great speed. So we'll place this down. Oh, wow. Okay. It's absolutely huge. We'll get in this. I think if you right click, there is an engine and you can just move like this. But then if you do like a sharp turn, it does skids. And we haven't seen this in the add-ons before. So I thought this was a nice little addition. So let's move on to our next vehicle. This one requires a piece of redstone, and it doesn't have very good drifting, but the speed is slightly more improved. So let's grab this. Let's open up this. Let's make ourselves the brand new blueprint, and now we can make ourselves a vehicle. So I'm going to go with green here and check this one out. Now, again, the vehicles are very big. In order to pick this up, hit this a couple of times and you're able to pick this up. So you're not going to accidentally break this. Check this one out. So the drifting on this one is not so great. And I wonder what vehicle is actually going to be the best. You can traverse terrain with these vehicles, by the way, but the vehicles will take damage if they fall from a height. As you can see there, my vehicle has taken damage. And I think in order to repair this, you have to use the metal sheets. So when we get back in this, it's completely fine. I have to admit, I like the sounds when you get in, when the car engine starts, and when you get out. But this one, listen to this. All of the electronics have turned on, and when you get out, they turn off. I don't think you all need to see the recipes. They're really easy to understand. The next one is going to be diamonds, and this one is going to be your Bugatti. Speed is good, drifting is good, and sturdiness is good. I did notice one issue with this, though. If you go ahead and put this inside of here, you'll notice that it places the vehicle on top. And this seemed to happen wherever I was doing this. Let's check these out one by one. I had to put the Bugatti in black. So according to the book, this one has decent speed and also has decent drifting. To be fair, it's actually pretty good. What happens if you crash into another vehicle? Okay, so yeah, obviously with them being entities, you are going to crash through them rather than crashing into them. I kind of want to see what the first person looks like. I mean, not too bad. The only thing I'm trying to look for is if they actually have inventory, and I don't think they do, but can you like crash this into a wall? Not necessarily. How much damage do you take if you fall off? Okay, that one's fine there. Let's go a little bit higher here. Up here, it does take damage. Maybe electric is more your thing. This is the Tesla Roadster, which has the highest speed, but the worst drifting and okay sturdiness. This one is made with an emerald. And I'll be honest, I really loved the color and the design of this one. So let's see how fast it actually is. Just they all seem to have the same standard horn sounds. But bro, this one is way faster. Way faster. You can still do like donuts with this. Can you do like a full donut in this? And leave marks? Kinda. Yeah, you kinda can. I like that though. We haven't seen that before. So yeah, you guys are gonna have to let me know in the comment section which one is your favorite. I have to admit the Tesla looks pretty good. Velocity Alpha 5, the Ferex Blaze, and the Ferex Thunder. I want to just show you guys some of the colors here. I tried to pick as many different colors as possible, but this one is impressive. Let's get in this one. Let's see what the skidding, or should we say drifting, is like on this. It's not bad for it, actually. Seems like a relatively slow vehicle. I wish we could, like, open up the rooftop on this one. This one's like an emerald kind of green. How fast is this one? Not too bad. Okay. Can do donuts with this one as well. Before we check this one out, let's go through some of the speeds available. This one's pretty even across the board. This one, what we've just checked out, good speed, good drifting, good sturdiness. And this one has good speed and pretty decent sturdiness, but its drifting is not as clean. Yeah, you can see when you're turning this, it's not as impressive. it's definitely a lot slower. I needed to see what the Lambo looked like in different colors. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is that the amount of hearts you have is your sturdiness. Well, I want to see what happens if we, like, fully destroy this vehicle. It's going to cost me a pretty penny if we destroy this. But let's see what happens when it destroys. Yeah, your vehicle actually dies and disappears. But again, let's check the speed of this. Yeah, relatively fast on speed and not too bad for drifting. We have the Vortex and we have the Porsche. Let's place this down. Dude, they look so cool. I've always been a fan of these. But again, the Bugatti definitely has my heart in this. Let's see what their level is. So let's go next. We have this, which is not so great. And this one, which also isn't actually that great in terms of all of its attributes. It's kind of sad to see, but at the moment, I'm just lining all of these up. So the final two that we have is going to be the Venom, but also the Tesla Cybertruck, which is practically the Cybertruck. But I want to know how strong it is. So this one is fast. This one has really good sturdiness. So we'll start with this one. So this one should be okay for drifts. Yes, definitely is. That's definitely been the best vehicle for doing our donuts. Okay, I love the color as well. And then Cybertruck. Let's check this out. I wish they had inventories, though. I've been opening up my inventory. Let's go to / game mode S and see if this makes any difference. No, I don't think they have, like, in-vehicle inventories. Also, just for reference, more than one person can get inside of these. Surely, if this is to go off here, though, it shouldn't take damage, right? But it does. This is meant to be, like, really sturdy. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that. There is a slight bug when you're in first person. It's kind of like you as a player are running. You can hear the running sounds. And I noticed this before. It was just an inconvenience. I think most people would probably check this out in this perspective. Oh no, it seems to be bugged. Maybe it's just the Cybertruck then that does this. For those of you interested in this add-on, I think it's aimed more at roleplay and like realms communities and city builds. But I think it's reasonably priced. And honestly, I quite enjoyed checking out the vehicles inside of this.